A word from the Rebbe, and this speaks Parshas Bay. In Parshas Bay, it says Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu to tell Parei to let the Yidden out, and he said, "Ki'im moy nata l'shalech esami." If you will refuse to let out my nation, hineni mevi mochar arbe b'gvulecha. I will bring grasshoppers into your gvul, which means in your borders, into your country. So, from the words of the pasuk, it seems that the makkah of arbe, the makkah of the grasshoppers, came as a punishment for the fact that now Parei was not letting the Yidden out. He said, if you don't let them out, I will bring the arbe. It means it's because you're not letting, he's punishing you for not letting him out now. It's not because of something that happened before he didn't let him out. It's a punishment. Like you do, sometimes you give a punishment for someone doing something wrong before, you punish him for it. Here it seems like he was giving him a choice, saying, you let them out. In other words, if you don't let them out, if you do let them out, you won't get punished. But if you don't let them out, you will get punished with arbe. L'chura, what does that mean? We learned in the psukim before already that Hashem said, that at one point, the Eibusha says, I made his heart hard. That means that Hashem took away the free choice of Parei, of letting the Yidden out. So what does it mean? I'll punish you for not listening to me and letting him out. Hashem himself made that his heart was hard, and he took away his free choice, and then he's telling him, if you don't let him out, I will punish you. Isn't this a contradiction? If you don't let him choose to let him out, you took away his free choice. How could you say that if you don't let him out, I will punish you? So the Rebbe explains it based at what the Rebbe writes in the Geras HaTshuvah, Perek Yudalev, the same thing he writes in Tanya itself, Perek Chafei. He says like this, that there are certain people which the Gemara says, certain things a person does, we don't allow him to do tshuva, basically. It's just not the real meaning, but that's generally the meaning. As if saying the Eibusha will not allow him to do tshuva. So Hashem, so to speak, took away his free choice in this case. Nevertheless, the Alter Rebbe says, Im dochak, when he's chazek, when he's gaber al yitzre, v'ose tshuva mekabel tshuva. If he worked hard and he pushed himself, and he did tshuva, he overcame his Yetzer Hara and he did tshuva, the Eibusha accepts his tshuva. In other words, the Alter Rebbe says that even where the person is, so to speak, his b'chira chofshis, his free choice is taken away, and he can't do tshuva, he still could do tshuva. It's always shaykh as the union of dochak v'nichnas. If you push hard, you will get in, and you are able to do tshuva. And the source of this actually is from a mashah. The mashah says, and the Gemara Megil Chagiga Daf Tesvav, it says Lagabe Acher, Elisha ben Avua, who was Acher, that he was a Tana, but then he turned away, he went off the derech, and he heard a voice from heaven saying, Shuvu bonim shevavim chutz me'acher. Eibusha is saying all the Yidden who turned away should do tshuva except Acher. In other words, he was saying Acher cannot do tshuva. Nevertheless, he was punished. And Mashah says, why was he punished for it? Because he shouldn't have cared, Mashah says. Kein dovar ha'emid b'fnei tshuva, nothing stands in the way of tshuva. Even when it says Hashem doesn't let him do tshuva or doesn't help him do tshuva, he still is able to do tshuva. That's what the Mashah says. So the Alter Rebbe says the same thing about everybody. No matter what the hardship of doing tshuva, and no matter if we say he doesn't, ki'ilu, almost like he doesn't have free choice to do tshuva, he still could do tshuva. And the same thing was with Parei. Parei, even though Hashem made his heart hard, nevertheless, it was still possible for him to do tshuva. Dochak v'nichnas, he could have pushed himself and he would have done tshuva and he would have let the Yidden out. And that's what the Eibusha said. If you don't let the Yidden out, you don't do tshuva, which I made it hard for you, but you still could do it. And if you don't, he says he will be punished with the makkah of arbe.